Welcome to Menopause Guide. You follow every health rule in the book. You count every calorie, yet your waistline continues expanding despite your best efforts. That persistent belly weight that once melted away with simple lifestyle changes now seems immune to every strategy you try. Your energy levels have plummeted. Your strength feels diminished, as though your body has become a stranger you no longer understand. This struggle affects millions of women worldwide, and today I'm exposing the hidden truth about what happens inside your body during this critical decade. I'll reveal the exact three-step system that helped thousands of women reclaim their vitality and confidence without brutal workouts, without restrictive meal plans, and without feeling like they're fighting an impossible battle. Watch until the very end because I'm sharing a complete roadmap that addresses the root cause of these changes, plus specific techniques you can start implementing tonight. This is the story of Rebecca, a successful professional who suddenly found herself trapped in a body that felt foreign. At 43, she looked in the mirror one morning and didn't recognize the tired, swollen reflection staring back. Her clothes fit differently, her face appeared puffy, and that uncomfortable tightness around her midsection had become her constant companion. She tried every solution that previously worked, reducing portion sizes, increasing workout intensity, eliminating entire food groups, yet her body remained completely unresponsive. The most devastating part wasn't the physical transformation. It was the mental torment of wondering if she had somehow lost control of her own health. Rebecca felt defeated, confused, and completely alone in this experience. Month after month, she watched her energy drain away while her waistline expanded, despite following every expert recommendation she could find. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I share breakthrough health strategies like this every week that could completely change your wellness journey. What Rebecca discovered changed everything, and it's the same revelation I want to share with you today. The strategies that worked in your 20s and 30s become counterproductive after 40, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your internal chemistry has fundamentally shifted. This isn't about willpower, motivation, or dedication. This is about biology, specifically hormonal biology that nobody prepared you for. Your body is experiencing the most significant hormonal transition since puberty, yet unlike adolescence, this transformation happens without guidance, support, or even acknowledgement from most healthcare providers. The shame and frustration you feel isn't justified. It's the natural response to navigating an unmapped biological territory. You've been trying to solve a new problem with old solutions, which is why nothing has been working. The hormonal cascade that begins in your late 30s accelerates dramatically after 40, with estrogen leading this complex dance. Estrogen doesn't just affect reproductive function, it orchestrates metabolism, mood regulation, sleep cycles, and fat distribution throughout your entire body. As estrogen production starts declining, your body interprets this as a survival threat and immediately shifts into protective mode. This protection mechanism triggers automatic fat storage, particularly around your midsection, as your body attempts to preserve energy for what it perceives as challenging times ahead. The abdominal weight gain you're experiencing isn't regular fat tissue. It's visceral adipose tissue that behaves completely differently from subcutaneous fat. This metabolically active tissue produces inflammatory compounds that circulate through your bloodstream, affecting every organ system. These inflammatory substances contribute to insulin resistance, increased appetite, disrupted sleep patterns, and accelerated aging processes. Medical research confirms that visceral fat significantly increases your risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and certain types of cancer. Understanding this helps explain why traditional weight loss methods stop working. Your body is no longer responding to caloric restriction the way it used to. In fact, severe calorie reduction often backfires by triggering additional stress responses that promote even more fat storage. Your metabolism doesn't just slow down, it actively works against your weight loss efforts by increasing cortisol production. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, becomes elevated when your body senses deprivation, threat, or excessive physical demands. Chronic cortisol elevation creates a vicious cycle of increased appetite, impaired sleep, elevated blood sugar, and preferential fat storage around your organs. This explains why extreme dieting and intense exercise programs often leave you feeling worse while producing minimal results. Rebecca spent months fighting against her body before she learned to work with her changing physiology instead. She abandoned the punishing routines that left her exhausted and adopted a gentle, strategic approach designed specifically for hormonal balance. Her transformation didn't happen through deprivation or extreme measures. It occurred through intelligent lifestyle modifications that supported her body's new requirements. The first breakthrough came when she completely reimagined her relationship with physical activity. Instead of high-intensity cardio sessions that spiked her cortisol levels, Rebecca embraced low-impact resistance training that built lean muscle without triggering stress responses. She discovered that muscle tissue becomes incredibly important after 40, not just for appearance, but for metabolic health, bone density, and insulin sensitivity. Research from exercise physiology laboratories demonstrates that resistance training with moderate intensity can boost metabolic rate for up to 72 hours post-workout while simultaneously reducing cortisol levels. This approach builds the lean muscle mass that naturally declines after 40, creating a foundation for sustained fat burning and improved energy levels. Rebecca started with simple bodyweight movements, focusing on proper form and controlled breathing rather than speed or intensity. She performed squats, modified push-ups, planks, and resistance band exercises that challenged her muscles without overwhelming her nervous system. Within 6 weeks, she noticed improved sleep quality, more stable energy levels, and clothes fitting more comfortably around her waistline. The second pillar of Rebecca's transformation involved completely restructuring her nutritional approach. Rather than restricting calories, she focused on optimizing nutrient density to support her changing hormonal needs. Her body required increased protein intake to maintain muscle mass, healthy fats to support hormone production, and strategic carbohydrate timing to maintain stable blood sugar levels. Rebecca learned to build plates that included lean protein sources like wild-caught fish, organic poultry, and plant-based options, paired with anti-inflammatory fats from avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds. She incorporated colorful vegetables rich in antioxidants and fiber, along with carefully timed complex carbohydrates that supported her energy needs without causing blood sugar spikes. This approach stabilized her appetite, reduced cravings, improved her mood, and provided sustained energy throughout the day. The third and perhaps most crucial element was prioritizing recovery and stress management. Rebecca recognized that her chronic sleep deprivation was sabotaging every other health effort she made. Poor sleep quality disrupts the delicate balance between hunger hormones, ghrelin, and leptin, leading to increased appetite and decreased satiety signals. Sleep deprivation also impairs glucose metabolism, increases cortisol production, and reduces growth hormone release that's essential for muscle repair and fat burning. Rebecca established a consistent evening routine that prepared her body and mind for restorative sleep. She created a technology-free bedroom environment, maintained consistent sleep and wake times, and incorporated relaxation techniques like gentle stretching and deep breathing exercises. Within 3 months of implementing these 3 foundational strategies, Rebecca experienced a complete transformation. Her energy levels stabilized, her sleep quality improved dramatically, and her clothes began fitting properly again. More importantly, she developed a sustainable approach to health that felt nurturing rather than punishing. She no longer fought against her body but worked in harmony with her changing physiology. Rebecca discovered that this life stage, while challenging, also offered opportunities for developing a deeper, more intuitive relationship with her health and well-being. The key insight that changed everything for Rebecca can change everything for you too. Your body after 40 isn't broken or failing. It's transitioning into a new phase that requires different strategies and approaches. The solutions that worked in your younger years may actually hinder your progress now. Not because you're doing them incorrectly, but because your biological needs have evolved. Success at this stage comes from understanding and respecting these changes rather than fighting against them. This means choosing gentle, consistent approaches over extreme, unsustainable methods. It means nourishing your body with quality nutrients rather than depriving it of essential fuel. Most importantly, it means treating yourself with compassion and patience as you navigate this transition. Your journey toward reclaimed health and vitality starts with a single decision to honor your body's current needs, rather than forcing it to conform to outdated expectations. The 3 pillars of intelligent movement, strategic nutrition, and restorative rest provide a foundation for lasting transformation that feels sustainable and enjoyable. You don't need perfection. You need consistency and self-compassion as you implement these changes at your own pace. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more empowering health content.